Bubba went down to Georgia. He was looking for an election to steal. He was in a bind because the Dems were behind, and he was ready to give a spiel. So he jumped up on a hickory stump and said, "Folks, let me tell you what." And they began to lie again, saying Trump killed the border bill. Hi, I'm Dr. Ken Henry, and this is Conservative Commentary. Before we jump in, I'd like to ask you for a favor. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps us grow the channel, and follow the link at the bottom right of the screen and check out our other videos. Bill Clinton went down to Georgia to stump for Kamala and did the same thing he did to Hillary in Wisconsin in 2016. Remember how he called the Affordable Care Act the craziest thing he'd ever seen? Well, his comments in Georgia became the topic of a Trump commercial, or at least they should. Clinton was talking about immigration and told the same tired lie about Trump killing the border bill. Now, here's the truth about the border bill. It wasn't about the border. It was about allowing nearly 2 million immigrants into the country annually. But even worse, out of a total of $118 billion, the so-called border bill provided $60 billion for Ukraine, $14 billion for Israel, and $10 billion for Taiwan. So $84 billion in the border bill had nothing to do with the border. Or put differently, the border bill only allocated $34 billion for the border. This is the same tactic that Democrats use all the time. Remember the Inflation Reduction Act? Yeah, that worked real well, didn't it? You know why? Because they put billions of dollars in the Green New Deal legislation in that bill. They do it all the time. That's why the border bill died. Now, here's the kicker. Clinton described that if the immigrant who killed Laken Riley had been properly vetted, she wouldn't have been murdered. But now listen closely. The border bill was introduced in January 2024, but the man who killed Laken Riley came into the country in 2022. So the lack of vetting falls squarely on Kamala Harris, the border czar. Take a look at Bubba in action and share your thoughts with us.
And keep this thing going. And on the immigration thing, she's the only candidate who has actually endorsed a bill that would hold down immigration in any given year to a certain point, and then make sure we gave people a decent place to live. We didn't divide people from their children. And we did total vetting before people got in. Now, Trump killed the bill. The bill was being written by senior Republicans in the Senate, and he killed the bill. Why? You had a case in Georgia not very long ago, didn't you? They made an ad about a young woman who'd been killed by an immigrant. Yeah, well, if they'd all been properly vetted, that probably wouldn't have happened.